Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to turn on post notifications. So, Nicki Minaj, Pink Friday 2 dominates the charts. So, Nicki Minaj officially breaks the record for the most #1 albums by a female rapper on the Payola Board 200 history. Okay, now I believe they said Foxy got 2, Eve had 1, the Queen Miss Lauryn Hill has 1, and then Cardi B never put out another album, neither did Lauryn, so of course they're not going to have more than one. But I was shocked that Lil' Kim didn't have at least one #1 album. Y'all was calling her the queen. What happened? Not only did Nicki Minaj do 228,000 first week, which is the most in this decade, but she also earned the biggest vinyl sales for the week for a female rap album in Nelson history with 25,000 sold. That's more than Scratch Off, what she sold first week, and Koi Fish, what she sold first week. And Nicki Minaj also has the biggest opening week for an album by a female artist on the Payola 200 chart this year. Now, she obviously is competing with the chart-obsessed racist, who did 1.65 mil, who put out the re-release for 1969, and then I think she put out a re-release for Speak Now, which did 700,000. Olivia Rodrigo did 300,000. And Nicki Minaj did 228,000. Okay, now you can say that is 300,000, but Payola Board is only counting 228,000. Okay, and I definitely believe that they did fudge Nicki Minaj's numbers, especially the perv sales. Now she did 92,000 in perv sales, which is most than any female rapper this decade did combined, but I definitely think she probably did over 100,000 in pure sales. Okay, they definitely fudged the numbers, and I believe they fudged the numbers so that way Nicki Minaj cannot sell like 300,000 because it wouldn't fit their narrative of saying that Nicki Minaj is washed up. Nicki Minaj is not relevant. Now people can't push that narrative anymore. Okay? Imagine if she did 300,000. That would have been more than what Cardi B did. Megan Thee Stallion, D0JA Cat. And she still outsold them, right? But they did not want her to do really, really big numbers like the Olivia Rodrigo's, because then they are going to have a hard time pushing a narrative that Nicki Minaj is washed up, okay? That Nicki Minaj is not as relevant as the newer girls. And so even now, they still can't push that narrative because Nicki Minaj went #1, but people are saying, well, she didn't outsell Cardi B. Now, fans believe D0JA Cat is being sabotaged. So, as we previously discussed, Nicki Minaj has the most #1s on the Payola Board album chart, okay, with 3. But D0JA Cat has released 4 albums, okay? The only ones people really care about are Planet Her and Hot Pink, okay? Which had most of her hits. Now, with that being said, she has never gotten a #1 album. But she goes #1 on the Hot 100 chart. That's not making sense. She breaks all these records on Payola, but she doesn't have a #1 album. Scarlett, unfortunately, did not go #1. It debuted at #5. It never went #1. And unfortunately, because some of the kitty litters did not support D0JA, it did not sell over 100,000 first week. Is D0JA being sabotaged? Let me know in the comments. I think that for the younger generation, a lot of these labels are focusing more on single sales versus album sales. That's where all the payola is going to. Okay? Remember, Scratch Off had the same issue. Scratch Off only did like 20,000 first week for 000. She went top 3 on the Hot 100 with Mariah Carey for Low Energy. Okay? A lot of these newer artists are not focusing on albums. They care about the single sales because they know that the general public has a short attention span. I don't think that D0JA Cat is being sabotaged. I just think that she hasn't made a project that maybe the fans believe deserves to go number 1. I think Planet Her, though, deserves to go number 1. Everything else, probably not. Moving on to Botch and Bitter. She is getting exposed, per usual, because, as we know, Cardi B went on a full rant about Off the Cheat a few days ago, right? And was crying on social media. But fans have brought up an old clip that is circulating around the internet of Cardi B alluding to doing a PR stunt with Off the Cheat a few months ago. Okay? And so this further proves that maybe this whole situation may not be fully authentic.
I do be outside, and these ball players and these rappers and this, they see me, their voices start trembling. Like, hi, Cardi. Like, they be nervous because I'm a bad bitch. You don't got that. I got that. So every single time y'all trying to bring turmoil to my marriage, I'm just letting y'all know what's going to happen next. Well, we're going to get a divorce. People are going to be mad nosy, mad happy. I'm going to make an album. People are going to want to hear the album because of it. Another rich nigga gonna cuff me, and what it be the point that y'all be trying to, what do y'all be trying to accomplish when y'all be bringing my nigga up? Like, what is it? What, like a breakup, and then what? You're gonna be sick of me because you're gonna see me living my best life. Everybody wants single Cardi. Everybody wants that.
It don't look like you living your best life, Botch and Bitter. You was just screaming at the wall a few days ago. Okay, so that was another lie. But this is coming back up because she just admitted that she is going to use her breakup with Off the Cheat as a way to sell her album. Okay? You know, she's in her Lemonade era. The only thing is she's not as talented as Queen B. I really don't think people are going to care to hear a breakup song that she's making about Off the Cheat because Off the Cheat been cheating on you. Now, Antonio Brown, the football player, has come out and dissed Cardi B, if you know who Antonio Brown is. He used to play for the Raiders, I believe. He said, I seen him cry like Cardi B and still be cheating. Okay? So unfortunately, Section 8 gang, they are not too happy about this situation. They're not too happy that Quavo and Antonio Brown have came out and basically dissed Cardi B. Let me know how you guys feel about it. I don't understand why he had a comment on it, but I mean, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Cardi B be commenting on stuff she have no business commenting on, so it's fair game. Now, moving on to Carisha Please and Nicki Minaj. As we know, Carisha has been on a little bit of a hiatus of Carisha Please because Harry Bussy Diddy is in a bit of a few scandals. But she is planning on coming out of her hiatus in 2024 when things die down with Harry Bussy Diddy. And she wants Nicki Minaj to be one of her guests on Carisha Please. Okay? Let me know how you guys feel about that. Now, Messy K, aka Tasha, she did bring up the fact that Nicki Minaj hasn't really done any female interviews. So, you know, a lot of fans and other, you know, content creators want her to do at least one female interview. And some people believe that, you know, Carisha would be a good person to sit down with. I mean, I wouldn't mind it. I really don't watch Carisha Please like that. That's the only thing. And I feel like she gonna ask them real messy questions. Them real messy questions. So it could be juicy, but I don't think the fans will enjoy it. I don't think Nicki will. Moving on to Scratch Off. So as we know, earlier this year, Scratch Off got a deal with Apple called the D0JA radio, which ended up getting scrapped because of her low views on the platform. She wasn't able to achieve Ckiminaj numbers, and she tried to do a Walmart version of Queen Radio. And allegedly Apple did pay her, and they want their money back from Scratch Off, because they feel like she did not live up to the viewership that they thought they were going to get from her doing interviews. Okay. And so they did give her a bag for D0JA radio, and allegedly they want their money back. So it looks like Scratch Off might be in a hole. Maybe she can ask 21 Average to do an interview, and they possibly could discuss their relationship. Let me know. Moving on to Queen Bee. So Queen Bee's daddy, Matthew Knowles, strikes a deal to have his memoir adapted. Okay, Variety reports. It will be called From the Eyes of a Child, and it will be developed into a film, and I guess it's going to be a series about Matthew Knowles. And he probably, if I had to guess, he probably going to include Queen Bee in the memoir, or talk about Queen Bee in the memoir, talk about how he used to train Queen Bee to be one of the best performers of this generation. Beehive, let me know if you guys are going to support this. Okay. I would definitely take a watch. Okay. If it's on a streaming platform like Netflix or Hulu. If it's in theaters, absolutely not. Okay. Because I didn't even go see the Renaissance film, so I definitely ain't going to the movies to see this. Now, with that being said, I think he's putting this out, no shade, because he needs the money. Okay. I think that's the reason why he's doing a memoir. I'm like, why do you need a memoir and Queen Bee hasn't even put one out? Okay. I mean, it just don't make no sense. Tina deserves a memoir before you. No shade. But I think he needs the money, and that's why he's putting it out. Okay. And I don't think that Queen Bee is, financially taking care of him like she used to, because, he cheated on her mama. So I do think he probably a little bit cut off. And that's why, the woman that he had an affair with and a child with came out and said, Queen Bee don't love my child, and she don't talk to Matthew Knowles' stepchildren. They try to do the whole sympathy train, and it didn't work. But let me know if you guys are going to take a listen and watch this film. I might watch it to see what he's talking about, only if it's on a streaming platform. That's it. Movies, okay, if I gotta go to the movies and pay $20 to see it, no, absolutely not. But let me know how you guys feel about it. Got some hot tea on Patreon. Link will be in the description. And I hope you guys have a great day.